Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss Chapter 11, Water Shortage and Pollution. And in this chapter, we are going to learn why is water becoming scarce and what is water pollution. So before we get into the lesson, here is some warm-up for you. Harry always leaves the water running while brushing his teeth. He does the same when he is taking a bath. He leaves the tap open even though the bucket is overflowing with water. His parents always tell him to shut off the taps. Why do you think Harry should shut off the taps? Water is one of the most precious resources on earth, and it is necessary for all living things. Pure water is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. We see water in three forms, namely solid, liquid, and water vapor. There are two kinds of water found on earth, salt water and fresh water. Salt water has high salt content in it and it is not drinkable. Water in oceans and seas is salt water. Fresh water also has salt, but the amount is very less and so it is drinkable. Have you heard the saying, water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink? 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Of this, only 1% of water is drinkable. This is because the remaining 95% of water is salt water. And of the remaining water, 4% of fresh water is in the form of glaciers and polar ice. This means that we can only use 1% of water for different purposes. As the amount of water that we can use is so less, it is considered to be a limited resource. Limited resources are those which we must use very carefully. We will run out of water if we do not use it properly. The amount of water available must be enough for all humans and animals on earth. However, there are many factors that have caused the shortage of water. So let's discuss some causes of water scarcity. Population explosion. The number of people on the earth has doubled in the last 50 years, and this number continues to grow. This means that the use of water for drinking, cleaning, cooking, and sewage has also increased. Urbanization. Urbanization means that more and more people are living in cities than in villages now. The number of cities is also growing. This leads to an increased need for sewage, cleaning, construction, and manufacturing. Pollution. Water, air, and land pollution have reduced the quality of water. Sewage, oil discharges from industries, dumping of waste into water bodies all end up polluting our waters. Deforestation. Trees help to prevent excessive evaporation of water bodies. Cutting down trees has exposed soil moisture and water bodies to the sun's intense heat, leaving them dry. Climate change. Over the years, the climate is changing all over the world. Areas that used to have lots of rainfall are not getting enough rain, and dry places are getting colder and wetter. Both cases cause damage, as less rainfall means drought and excessive rainfall means floods. So here is a tidbit for you. The Dead Sea or the Salt Sea is 8.6 times saltier than the oceans. It has so much salt that people can actually float on it and not drown. Now, did you know we flush down 13 liters of water every day whenever we use the toilet? Water pollution is the most important reason for water scarcity. This is because when water is polluted, we cannot reuse it for drinking. But what is water pollution? Water pollution is when waste substances, sewage, chemicals, oils, etc. enter the water. Once these substances enter the water, the water becomes unusable. Water pollution also disrupts the water cycle. Water moves in a cycle. If there is no clean water for evaporation, there will be less precipitation. This also decreases the accumulation of water. Also, if we pollute the groundwater, we cannot use it for drinking. Natural causes of water pollution. Sometimes water pollution may occur because of natural causes. Volcanic eruptions, algae bloom, animal waste, and silt from storms and floods causes water pollution. Human causes of water pollution. Human activity also causes water pollution. They are sewage, pesticides and fertilizers from fields, wastewater and chemicals from factories, silt from building sites, trash from people littering, oil spills in seas and oceans. Sewage. Sewage is the liquid waste we produce when we use the toilet, having a bath, or washing clothes or dishes. It also includes rainwater that gets collected through drains. It may also have liquid waste from factories in it. Sewage is mostly water, but it contains germs and chemicals which cause harm to both animals and humans. Sewage flows in pipes called sewer lines. These sewage pipes must be cleaned at sewage treatment plants. When sewage is dumped in water, it causes pollution. Pesticides and fertilizers. Pesticides and fertilizers that farmers use seep into the ground and pollutes the groundwater. Many times, factories release wastewater and chemicals directly into the water bodies. This pollutes the water. Debris and waste from the building sites are dumped into the water bodies, making them polluted. Littering. Littering is also a way in which we pollute the water bodies. Go to any lake, river, or beach. It is littered with waste material. People are using water bodies as dustbins and polluting them. Oil spills. Oil spills that occur at seas, oceans, cause pollution of the seawater. Huge ships spill petrol, etc. they carry by accident. The seawater gets polluted. So let's think. We have just read how scarce water is. So, can you think how we can stop water pollution? Stop wasting water. Use only the amount needed. Every time we use water, it goes down the drain. So, if we use less water, we waste less water. Stop littering. Rivers are not dustbins. Dispose of the waste in a proper way. If we are careful and do not create unnecessary waste, we have less waste to dump. For example, use jute or cloth bags for shopping instead of plastic bags. Plastic bags pollute the water. Plant as many plants and trees as you can because plants hold on to the soil. When it rains, the soil does not go away with the rainwater. Can you think of more ways to stop polluting water? So let's explore. Check your house for ways to prevent water wastage. Can you change your ways to prevent water pollution? Discuss in your class what you have observed. So here are some word meanings for you from the lesson. Scarcity. Something that is in short supply. Disrupt. Disturbance or problem that prevents an activity or an event. Excessive. Use more than necessary. Contaminate. Pollute something and make it unusable. Silt. Loose soil that goes away from the land into the water. Littering. Dumping solid waste anywhere other than a dustbin. So here is a mind map of the lesson for you. Water is available in two forms: fresh water and salt water. fresh water is becoming very scarce. The reasons are population explosion, urbanization, pollution, deforestation, and climate change. There are many ways of water pollution: sewage, littering, pesticides and fertilizers, factory waste, and oil spills.